Hello everybody, video here for you today. This is the No Cap recap of the January 16th, 2023, Season 10, Episode 9 of the Curse of Oak Island called A Damning Clue. If you missed my recaps of previous episodes, there's a link to the playlist in the upper right. Let's get into it. There is an island in the North Atlantic where people have been looking for an incredible treasure for more than 228 years. Since the reconstruction of the garden shaft that began a month prior is currently on hold due to permit issues, the team has an opportunity to do more drilling in that area. At these 5 locations, south and slightly west of the garden shaft, the team ran into a 5-foot-high wood crib tunnel 103 feet underground that appears to be heading in the direction of the garden shaft. 20 feet directly south of the garden shaft, the team found a tunnel at the 70-foot level that they speculate could lead to an offset chamber. Once the garden shaft is rehabilitated, their plan is to tunnel instead of drill to any voids or tunnels to continue the treasure and information search. The team decides to drill in the latter area, pursuing the 70-foot tunnel, as well as to get more water samples for the gold concentration testing. Back on the recently bought Lot 5, where last week Gary found a cut coin that is 500 to 700 years old, as well as 2 spikes or chisels. This time he finds what they describe as a metal acorn, but otherwise have no idea. I personally thought perhaps a weight. He also finds a musket ball, one of many previously found on the island. 20 feet south of the garden shaft, the new borehole is D17.5, and the drill brings up this wood not from 103 or 70 feet, but 39 feet underground. That depth and the wood appearing to be from an upright beam leads historian Charles Barkhouse to suspect that it's an unknown shaft, not a tunnel. There are no documented workings in that area. Later, more wood is found as they approach the 100-foot level in that borehole, and the wood is hand-cut, which would indicate pre-searcher workings. Rick and Marty arrive as the team is looking at this piece of wood that looks pit-sawed, which is an ancient way of cutting used until the industrial age. Members of the team, along with the late Fred Nolan's son, Tom, who's now the lot owner, arrive on Lot 10 to dig the center of the 12 by 15 foot anomaly found via ground-penetrating radar the previous week. It is believed to be what Fred thought was a dam created to join the possible 2 separate islands to create the swamp and to hide evidence of whatever went on Oak Island. This area is also where the dam and the basin are located on the Xena Halpern map as shown. While Billy excavates, Gary metal detects and finds this fastener. Billy spots this piece of oil-soaked wood. As far back as 400 BC in Asia, oil was put on sailing vessels and structures to protect them from prolonged exposure to water. It was used in Europe from the 1400s until the invention of a tar-based replacement in the 1800s. Some further wood is found, but it's determined that it will need to be a much bigger dig, so permits will be required. An expert confirms the cut coin found on Lot 5 the previous week as at least 500 years old, and he believes it to be Roman in origin based on the characters on it, which were used 300 BC to 500 AD, which would make the cut coin as much as 2,300 years old. He says it shows a person in the middle and part of a tree on the left side. Here's an image where those are highlighted. Another Roman connection, of course, to Oak Island could be this 2,000-year-old Roman road in Portugal, which matches the one found in the swamp in 2020. Next time on an all-new episode of The Curse of Oak Island called The Blob, the archaeologist says something. The dam, presumably, is a fairly large feature. Dr. Christopher Brousseau says something. Presumably the Roman coin is from medieval Europe. And based on all the water testing, Dr. Ian Spooner says the pink area is exactly where the gold is, to which Marty says, let's go. I'll continue recapping The Curse of Oak Island as the previous episodes air this season, as well as catch-ups on this season's previously aired and new Beyond Oak Island episodes as my schedule allows. Once again, I'm Coach Steve Money, Ramsey Solutions Certified Financial Coach, and you can schedule free financial coaching consultation assessment with me at calendly.com/CoachSteveMoney. You can email me about coaching or Oak Island or anything on my YouTube channel at CoachSteveMoney@gmail.com. Channel donations can go to paypal.me/CoachSteveMoney. You can add me on the gram at CoachSteveMoney, and this YouTube channel is, of course, youtube.com/CoachSteveMoney. Thank you so much for watching.